Welcome back, everybody, coming to you live from this magnificent African Aerospace and Defence Expo. It's been such a fantastic morning, I have to tell you. It has been fun. I'm honestly having fun. I didn't think that I was going to have so much fun at an aerospace expo that's apparently going to be open to the public over the weekend. So if this is something that you're interested in, get down here over this weekend. I believe that children get in for free, and there's a nominal charge for the public to come in. So you'll be able to come in, have a look at some of the spectacular things that are on display here, and also just find out the latest when it comes to aerospace and defense. Well, let me tell you, I'm going to be closing this show in style. That's all I'm saying, so you better wait to find out how I close off Morning Live. This is going to be a first for me, and hopefully not a last. That's what I can say. But before I go anywhere, I've got two very, very important guests that I need to speak to now. We're standing here by the Royfolk, which is absolutely an incredible machine. But the gentleman that I'm going to be talking to about all of this is Dr. Sam Gulube. He is, of course, the Secretary of Defence, and he's joining us to talk about their involvement in the exhibition. And also, what an honor to have the Deputy Chief of the South African Air Force, General Malinga. Gentlemen, so good to have you here on Morning Live. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Leanne, and welcome to the African Aerospace Defence Exhibition.
Thank you so much. And I mean, General Malinga, this is amazing. I mean, you were joking with me. I said to you, I'm just a girl. How must I know all about these fancy things? And then you went on to tell me, you're not just a girl, because the girls fly these. Ladies are in these, flying them, and participating as much as the men these days. This is incredible to hear.
Yes. Actually, you know, the other benefit of such an exhibition is that the public get to know things that they are probably not aware of. We have female pilots, helicopter pilots, fighter pilots, transport aircraft pilots. So, you know, those are the benefits of having an exhibition like this, because now we can talk about these things. You didn't know these things.
Yes. Exactly.
And we have a number of high school children that we are sponsoring, who will be part of the exhibition starting from today, that we have invited from, I think, all 9 provinces, General?
Yes.
All 9 provinces to introduce them into technology, because the technology that will be actually be demonstrated here is amazing. I mean, it's something I'm sure you've already realized, that it's not just aircrafts and machines, but also the technology. When we tell the children that the internet was started by the Department of Defense in the United States, and even when we talk about the USB, that USB that you talk about, actually it's interesting that I was a medical student at that time when it was introduced in Maryland. It was used to hang. That's why USBs have got a ring and ring,
that little cord,
because it was used for the soldiers to put it where all their medical documents would be in that USB. So all the X-rays and everything, where if you are injured, I just have to take this USB off your neck, and then after that I put it in. I have all the information about you as a doctor, and I know how to treat you. That's how USB started, and that's why you have it around the neck all the time.
That's fantastic. So I mean, we're talking about the forefront of technology here, and of course the protection of a nation, which is vitally important as well. What I really love is the fact that, I mean, what we're standing in front of here, this is made, assembled right here in South Africa, and that's so important as well when it comes to, you know, the pride in the nation.
Yes, definitely. You know, this is the flagship. This is an example of what this country can do. But having said that, there are many other small downstream issues that add value that the local manufacturing industry is playing a role in. That's the benefit of exhibiting this, and other people, potential business people, scientists, engineers, technicians can realize that they can play a role actually in adding value to such technology. Yeah.
I want to touch on an issue where a lot of people are very critical about this. The amount of money that is spent on, on this kind of military wear in a country. And but I suppose let's talk to that. How do you speak to the critics and say, as a country, we are spending billions on the protection of this and going into mechanisms like this when we don't necessarily actually use them? And why do we have to have them?
Actually, defense and security is a critical component of any socio-economic development in any given country. There will never be socio-economic development when there is no peace, when there is no security. No government will, or even companies internationally will come and invest in a country that is not stable and that does not have its defense. And also, it has to be seen as a job creation and advancement of the economy. As we said, we talk about military technology, but military technology is also civil technology. And this kind of exhibition, for instance, it gives us an opportunity to showcase those socio-economic developments, the contribution made by the defense industry towards creating jobs, skills development, towards engineers, because as they always say, you can be whatever you want to be in the defense force. A doctor, a nurse, social worker, an engineer, anything that you want to be. So this is a skills development exercise, as it were. We also contribute to the South African economy about 20 billion rands every year, and more than 15,000 jobs are directly linked to the defense industry, and about 20,000 more that are linked indirectly to the defense industry. As you can see, the interest that is here, you have here countries from all over the world coming to exhibit. You are looking here, you can find this is the New York Air Guards. These are the ones who are also going to be sharing experience with the South African Air Force, how to protect your coastal lines, how to protect your resources in the ocean. So you can talk about the ocean economy and the development. You can talk about border safeguarding, but you can also talk about peacekeeping operations and disaster management. All of these have to be done within the skills development and technology that you have in the defense force.
Right. Unfortunately, I have to leave it there. But gentlemen, thank you so much for talking to us here on the program and just giving us a little bit more of an understanding of what goes on behind the scenes here, because that is really what it's all about. The Deputy Chief of the South African Air Force, General Malinga, thank you very much for being with us here on the program. And of course, Dr. Sam Gulube, who is the Secretary of Defense. Let's take a break here on the program. We'll have more after this. Stay tuned.